Hey there, welcome back to our channel. Most men think they already understand women, but the truth is, psychology tells a completely different story. Behind every smile, every choice, and even every text reply, there are hidden psychological patterns that reveal how women really think, feel, and connect. In this video, you'll discover 20 psychological facts about women that are 100% true. Facts that science has proven, but very few men actually know. If you're serious about understanding attraction, building stronger relationships, and avoiding the mistakes that most guys make, then watch closely, because these insights could completely change the way you see women forever. Fact 1. Women remember emotional details better than men. Research shows that women's brains are wired to remember emotional experiences more vividly. This is why she might recall something you said months ago. Not because she's overthinking, but because her hippocampus and amygdala are more active during emotional events. This is also why building positive emotional memories with her is more powerful than just buying gifts. Fact 2. Women value confidence more than looks. Multiple studies prove that confidence is one of the biggest attraction triggers for women. A man who stands tall, speaks with certainty, and knows his worth is perceived as more attractive than someone who only has good looks. This is why confidence building is one of the smartest investments a man can make in himself. Fact 3. Women are more influenced by body language than words. Over 70% of communication is nonverbal, and women are naturally more tuned in to these signals. She will notice your posture, your tone of voice, even the way you look at her long before she processes what you're actually saying. In fact, women are about twice as likely as men to spot micro-expressions. Fact 4. Women prefer men who can make them laugh. Humor is not just entertainment. It's evolutionary psychology. Laughter triggers dopamine, builds trust, and signals intelligence. A man who can make her laugh is subconsciously showing creativity and problem-solving ability, which are traits women find highly attractive. Fact 5. Women experience emotions more intensely. Science shows that women's brains have a larger limbic system which regulates emotions. This means they can feel both happiness and sadness more deeply. This is not a weakness. In fact, it makes women more empathetic and socially intelligent. For men, the key is to understand and respect those emotions, rather than dismiss them. Fact 6. Women test a man's consistency. Psychologists call this congruence testing. A woman will subconsciously test if your actions match your words. If you say you're ambitious, she'll notice whether your lifestyle reflects it. If you say you're loyal, she'll pay attention to how you behave when she's not around. Passing these subtle tests builds trust and attraction. Fact 7. Women prefer deep conversations over small talk. Studies reveal that women feel more connected when conversations go beyond surface-level topics. Asking thoughtful questions, listening actively, and sharing meaningful insights can make you stand out instantly. Small talk gets forgotten. Deep talk gets remembered. Fact 8. Women are attracted to men who have purpose. Purpose is magnetic. A man who is passionate about his goals, whether it's his career, business, or personal growth, radiates energy that women naturally gravitate towards. This is not about money alone. It's about drive and direction. Without purpose, attraction fades quickly. Fact 9. Women notice effort more than expensive gifts. Contrary to what many men think, it's not always the price tag that matters. A handwritten note, planning a thoughtful date, or paying attention to details can create far stronger impact than just spending money. Why? Because effort signals genuine interest, not just material display. Fact 10. Women are drawn to emotional intelligence. One of the most underrated psychological facts is this: emotional intelligence. The ability to understand and manage your own emotions while being empathetic to hers is one of the most powerful attraction triggers. A man who can stay calm under pressure, listen without judgment, and respond with understanding will always stand out. Fact 11. Women have a deep need for emotional connection. While physical attraction may start the spark, it's the emotional bond that keeps a woman's interest long-term. Emotional connection allows her to feel safe, heard, and valued. This is why a man who makes an effort to understand her thoughts, feelings, and experiences on a deeper level holds more appeal than someone who relies solely on superficial charm. Fact 12. Women are highly attuned to authenticity. Women can often tell when a man is being genuine versus when he's putting on a facade. If you're trying to impress her with exaggerated stories or fake confidence, she'll sense it. Authenticity is key. When you're true to yourself, you're much more likely to build a real and lasting connection. Fact 13. Women crave stability and reliability. This doesn't just mean financial stability. It also refers to emotional stability. A woman is attracted to a man who can offer a sense of calm and consistency in a chaotic world. This means being dependable, keeping promises, and being a strong pillar of support when needed. Fact 14. Women appreciate men who listen. Not just hearing, but actually listening. Active listening involves paying attention, asking follow-up questions, and showing empathy. It's a rare trait in a world where many are distracted or too focused on themselves. When a man truly listens to a woman, it signals that he values her perspective and sees her as an equal. Fact 15. Women are influenced by their social circle. Women tend to care deeply about what their friends and family think about their relationships. If they receive positive feedback from their close circle about a man, it can enhance her attraction. This doesn't mean she's looking for approval. Rather, it's about feeling supported and validated in her choices. Fact 16. Women like men who challenge them intellectually. Women are drawn to men who stimulate their minds, who can engage them in thoughtful conversations, and who challenge their views in a respectful way. Intellectual stimulation keeps things interesting and shows that a man has depth beyond just surface-level attraction. Fact 17. Women are sensitive to how they feel around you. The way you make a woman feel, whether it's happy, safe, excited, or respected, has a massive impact on how she perceives you. Positive emotions created through shared experiences often lead to stronger attraction. Conversely, if she feels disrespected or dismissed, it can quickly extinguish any potential. Fact 18. Women are drawn to men who are emotionally supportive. Whether she's going through a tough time or celebrating a win, being there for her emotionally shows that you are invested in her well-being. Offering support, encouragement, and understanding in her highs and lows strengthens the connection and builds emotional intimacy. Fact 19. Women enjoy being appreciated. A simple thank you. Recognizing her efforts or complimenting her beyond just her appearance goes a long way. Acknowledging her value as a person, not just as a partner, helps her feel seen and appreciated for who she is, not just for what she can offer. Fact 20. Women value honesty over perfection. No one is perfect and women know that, but what they do value is honesty and transparency. When a man is upfront about his flaws, mistakes, and intentions, it creates a sense of trust and authenticity in the relationship. Trying to present an idealized version of yourself will only lead to disappointment when the truth eventually comes out. These additional psychological insights can help deepen your understanding of women. Whether you're seeking to build a romantic relationship or simply improve your interpersonal connections, remember attraction is complex and every woman is unique. But these principles hold true in a wide range of scenarios. So those were 20 psychological facts about women that are 100% true. Which of these surprised you the most? Drop your answer in the comments. I'd love to hear your perspective. And if you want to discover even more science-backed psychology facts that most men don't know, make sure to subscribe and watch the next video. The more you understand the psychology of women, the smarter your relationships will become by diving deeper into these psychological facts. You'll not only increase your understanding of women, but also improve your approach to relationships, attraction, and communication. The key takeaway here is that women's preferences and behaviors are often influenced by subconscious psychological mechanisms. They're not always as complicated as they may seem. It's about recognizing these patterns and responding to them with awareness and authenticity. Building a lasting, meaningful connection isn't about trying to decode every action or phrase, but understanding the psychological triggers that drive emotional and relational dynamics. The truth is, many men miss these cues simply because they're focused on surface-level attributes like appearance or material gestures. But as we've seen, it's the deeper elements like emotional intelligence, consistency, humor, and the ability to truly connect that matter the most. If you want to improve your relationships, whether they're romantic, platonic, or professional, understanding the psychology of women and people in general can lead to stronger, more fulfilling bonds. It's about showing up as the best version of yourself, while also being in tune with the emotional and psychological needs of others. So, if you want to go beyond the basics and build better connections with women, take the time to apply these insights. You'll not only boost your own confidence, but also attract the kind of genuine, lasting relationships that are rooted in trust, respect, and emotional connection. As you absorb these facts and start putting them into practice, you'll see that understanding women isn't about reading minds. It's about being attuned to subtle signals, being authentic, and showing up with empathy and emotional awareness. These psychological insights are not just theoretical. They're backed by research and can be directly applied to real-world situations. The more you recognize these behaviors and respond thoughtfully, the more you'll notice how your interactions with women evolve. These principles can help you avoid common mistakes and set the foundation for healthier, more rewarding connections. For instance, when women value emotional intelligence, it's not just about knowing how to act in the moment. It's about being present, understanding the complexities of emotions, and responding with kindness and patience. This shows that you're emotionally mature and capable of handling tough situations without escalating them. The same goes for consistency. When women test for congruence, it's not a game or a manipulation tactic. It's a way to gauge whether you're dependable and trustworthy. Actions speak louder than words, and this is where men often fail. It's easy to say all the right things, but if those words don't align with your actions, it undermines the relationship. So, being consistent in your actions is key to building trust. Then there's the power of humor. Humor doesn't just break the ice. It's a critical tool for showing intelligence and creativity. When you can make her laugh, it signals that you're relaxed, fun to be around, and emotionally available. Humor brings people closer by reducing tension and creating an atmosphere where both people feel comfortable expressing themselves. And let's not forget about the power of deep, meaningful conversations. Small talk is fine for breaking the ice, but it's the deep conversations that form lasting bonds. Women are drawn to men who can hold their own in intellectual discussions. It's not about showing off or proving something. It's about stimulating her mind, challenging her ideas respectfully, and showing that you value more than just superficial connections. What you'll notice over time is that these principles apply to all kinds of relationships, not just romantic ones. Whether you're a partner, a friend, or a colleague, these insights into human behavior will help you navigate interactions more effectively. Building emotional intelligence, becoming more consistent, and understanding nonverbal cues are all traits that serve you well across different facets of life. So, when you start applying these psychological facts, you'll notice a shift. You'll start connecting with women on a deeper level. You'll build stronger relationships, and you'll feel more confident in how you approach and understand the opposite sex. And as a result, you'll likely see a shift in the quality of your interactions as well as your own personal growth. Understanding these psychological facts isn't just about attraction. It's about building relationships based on respect, trust, and emotional connection. These are the foundations of any strong, lasting bond, and by applying them, you not only get closer to understanding women, but also become a more emotionally intelligent, grounded individual.